So because we're talking about existing buildings, TIs, what about ground up development projects? Because that's a whole another bucket, I would guess. And just I mean, talking about something coming to fruition, right? Or from concept to actually getting the building built is 2 to 3 years potentially.
Yeah, I mean,
so how do you mitigate that risk? Because oftentimes, you haven't even done any of the site assessment to make sure what kind of due diligence items that you're going to have to face there. You don't have even necessarily drawings to go on. So what does that look like, that process?
That's where I say the lender of choice is the friends and family plan for the borrower. That's when they're putting in their hard-earned capital and their equity and going to their friends and families or investors in this case and doing that, because there is way too much risk. If you think about everything we just talked about for a single project, think of something where it's 500 homes, 10 to 20 multifamily buildings, industrial bays that go on for miles and miles that hopefully will be rented off to some big company like Amazon. But right now, you just have a hope and a dream. So for the most part, financial institutions are not going to take that risk on you that early. You're going to have to put in your equity to get the land and do the due diligence, get the entitlements done, get the zoning correctly, start working on letters of intent, LOIs for potential tenants that'll be working on that. If it's a home builder, maybe some takedown from big home builders that once you get the neighborhood parceled off and leveled and pad ready is what we call it, then they'll come in and they'll build their houses on there at a certain dollar amount. That's the only way to get those kind of projects financed right now and historically, is because it's developers make a lot of money because they take a lot of risk.
Yeah, and those costs, right, are often referred to as the soft costs. So for you, obviously it varies depending on what the development is, what the project is. But take a $3 million project. What do you typically see on a percentage basis for those soft costs?
That's because it just varies so much from county, city, municipality, and then what the product types will be looking like. But generally speaking, for us, and that kind of range, you're probably looking at the cost of the land, and the soft costs will usually get us close to what we need from an equity standpoint of 20 to 25%. So it's not just the soft costs, but it's the price of the land as well, and anything that they had to do to it, like the environmental search, the surveys, all those different soft costs associated with the civil engineer, the architectural, the MEPs. Those types of things tend to work out, in my experience, to being around 20 to 25% of the project cost. If it's a bigger development, it may be closer to 30% of the project cost just in the land and soft costs.
Got it. So the land and the soft cost kind of acts as their skin in the game for
Absolutely.
25%.
Yep.
Got it.